Yes, Erin McCool from Start, and yourself. You got 2 locations, but this is the 3rd anniversary of the first location.
That's right. Yep, August 8th. We've celebrated our 3rd year.
And you were passing out cupcakes, and I heard everybody was raving about these cupcakes.
Thanks. Yeah, we made over 600 of them. So each location had over 300.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you're going to give the secret recipe now?
Yes, yes. So I've been making cupcakes over the last year and not getting it right because honestly, because every time I would make them, the protein and the flour I would use was too great. So the cupcakes would be really dense. Because you can't use whole wheat flour, and you really can't even use all-purpose unbleached flour.
Okay.
So what you have to do is either use bleached out flour, which we don't want to do because it has chemicals in that process. We use unbleached cake flour.
Okay.
So that combined with using eggs that you've sat out for 30 minutes and butter that's been sitting for 30 minutes.
Wait,
they
why?
need to be soft.
Oh.
There's something about when you start whipping that and creaming the butter, if it's too cold, the cakes end up being too dense.
You did some chemistry
Yes,
research on
I
this.
did,
Really?
and I finally got it right. So what we're making is our vanilla cupcakes with orange buttercream frosting.
Okay.
And I went ahead and whipped the butter, and I put the sugar in because it takes about 2 minutes to get it to that consistency.
Right.
Okay.
You really want it airy and fluffy.
Okay.
You honestly almost can't over whip it. So just go away and do something else while that's happening.
Okay.
And then over here, we already put the flour in there. So if you want to just put 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder there.
Oh, yeah.
And then add like a dash of salt because it really just needs a half a teaspoon.
You said 2?
Yeah, 2.5.
2.5,
yeah.
okay.
And then you can just toss a little salt in there, just a half a teaspoon is what we put. And then whisk that together. And then here we have the eggs. I went ahead and cracked them for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the eggs in one at a time. So just kind of as it's mixing. Just
one at a time, just to get a
that way they're thoroughly mixed and it's not just all egg in one spot.
Right.
And you can actually even go even faster than that. That's pretty good. Yep.
I know.
But you really follow directions.
But trust me.
We tried.
And then some
in
vanilla.
The kitchen I obey.
Okay.
And then I usually, that's kind of how I measure. Start, of course, they measure it very precisely. And then we're going to alternate.
30 seconds left.
Okay,
so
flour and milk. Flour and milk.
That all goes in there
Yep.
then. Okay.
And you can just put some flour in there.
And then you put this in the oven. You fill up these little containers.
That's
here.
right.
Okay.
And then once the dough is ready, you scoop it, stick it in here, and these are awesome because you don't have to worry about cleaning a cupcake pan later.
I love that.
And then voila. Then I also use a Ziploc bag for frosting.
Right.
You can dump it in there.
Yep.
And then you can frost it right out of the Ziploc bag just by squeezing right there. Let's try it.
Like some fancy chef type person would do.
Yep.
There you go. We're going to put a link, by the way, to Start on our website, the 2 locations. There's one on Lemon and one on Greenville. And we'll have all the information and this recipe on our website, fox4news.com. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
We'll be right back.